With Upamecano now confirmed to be joining Bayern in the summer, this will leave many teams looking for a different option to solve their centre-back issues. But do they need to look far? That's what we're going to find out. Ibrahima Konate is a member of the much celebrated backline at RB Leipzig. He is 21 years old, so any potential suitors would seem as a long-term fix for their defensive lines. Much like Upamecano, he plays in a similar role in Julian Nagelsmann's defence as a centre-back. He began his career at FC Sochaux, spending the majority of his development with their youth team, before making his debut in League Two for the first team in 2017. After 12 appearances that season, he was signed by RB Leipzig in the summer of the same year for £270,000. Leipzig will be looking to set a huge markup on any sale, with Konate's release clause reported to be around the 45 million mark. So Konate is a very similar defender to Upamecano, having been moulded in the same systems created by Ralf Rangnick and Julian Nagelsmann. He's tall and strong, but his intelligence in how he uses those physical attributes is a real highlight of his play. His anticipation in knowing when to make tackles and interceptions is vital to cutting out attacks, and because Leipzig are a high-pressing team and spend the majority of the time in the opponent's half, he's vital to stop them getting countered on. His ability to play the ball is also strong. Leipzig require their defenders to win the ball back and then recycle the play by breaking the lines, and that allows them to recycle possession back into attacking moves, and despite Konate being really young, he's very comfortable in that role. During his time in Leipzig, he's also gained a degree of tactical flexibility that will make him an attractive prospect for a number of managers. During the Champions League this season, he's often played in a two centre-back formation alongside Upamecano, a pairing that saw him progress to the last stages of the competition at the expense of Manchester United. However, Leipzig mainly deploy in a three-at-the-back formation in most games, especially in the league, with Konate playing on the right side of defence alongside Upamecano and one of Willi Orban, Marcel Hassenberg and Lucas Klostermann. Something potential suitors for Konate need to look out for is his injury record. He spent the best part of a year out with a muscle fibre tear, and other injuries have limited his appearances. In his best ever season for Leipzig, he managed 31 appearances in all competition, but over the past two seasons, injuries are limited to 10 and 13 appearances respectively. Injuries and being out of the team may have affected his performance. In his best ever season, he averaged 3.9 tackles and interceptions per 90, showing his defensive superiority as part of a backline which conceded the least amount of goals in the Bundesliga with only 29. 76.4 pass accuracy with around 1.9 accurate long balls per 90 shows his ability to recycle possession and start attacks again. And most importantly, his prowess in the air was also clear, with him running 3.5 aerial duels per 90 with a success rate of just under 70%. However, you compare that to this season, you see a downturn in his output, and we were going to look at those, but the numbers are a bit skewed because of the limited number of appearances. He averaged 2.6 tackles and interceptions per 90. In the Bundesliga, that was reduced to under one tackle a game. That's a regression there. His pass completion has gone up to 82%, which shows an improvement as he is attempting a similar number of long balls to before, but again, it's a limited number of games. However, his aerial duels won has greatly reduced to around 2 per 90, which may be due to a lack of confidence after his injury in going up for those balls. Overall, they're still decent numbers, but with a number of youth prospects at centre-back coming around in this summer transfer window, anyone who wants to buy Konate will be hoping that he recaptures that earlier form. So apparently there are 3 Premier League clubs who are interested in the centre-back. Manchester United are apparently weighing up a move according to Konstantin Eckner. However, having a number of injury-prone centre-backs already on the book in Bailly, Jones and occasionally Lindelof, they may look to pursue other options. Chelsea will be looking for a long-term replacement for Thiago Silva. However, they may be inclined to look for a more experienced option. And due to the past in big games, Konate has struggled, especially it's clear in the DFB Pokal final, where he was absolutely run ragged by Lewandowski. Therefore, the most viable option for Konate seems to be Liverpool. Next to Van Dijk, he will be able to form a strong partnership, and he has experience in covering for fullbacks like Angelino, who like to attack. So he'll be able to gel well with a combination of Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson in defence. We'll have to see what happens during the summer transfer window with that transfer, but that has been your 5 minutes report.